didn't think this was actually going to come, but we have got the Team of the Season Upgrade Series 1. We've got expires in 27 days, unlocks within 20, and I'm assuming we're going to get a few of these, because obviously it is a Series 1, it isn't tied to the Premier League, and it is for the rarity of Team of the Seasons. I don't know if that is Team of the Season Plus as well. I'm assuming it is. By the looks of it, we should be pretty decent with it. 93 is the overall, 95 pace, 91 physical. So obviously that definitely cuts out somebody. So the players at the moment in my club that can do it is going to be McAllister, Gabriel and Alvarez. Alvarez not being a bad shout if obviously you wanted to make that SBC just a little bit more worth it. So what I want to do is have a look and see who is the best shout that we can get for this then. So we've got, okay, we're going straight to popular evolutions apparently. So with this, you have got an upgrade of 1 overall, you've got 1 shooting, 2 dribbling, 1 defending, 1 physical, 1 pace, and 2 passing. So it's very, very simple to do. See the evolution, because we have to win 2 squad battle matches and play 2, then win 2, win 1 by 2 goals and play 3 rivals. So in total, 5 at the absolute minimum, and that is if you do win 2 of the squad battle / rival matches that you can go with. Now, in terms of players, we can use the pluses, I believe. These are pluses, aren't they? Or are they part of Team of the Season? I'm assuming they're pluses. You just can't use the moments by the looks of it. So we do have Watkins as a player, Alvarez as an SBC, McAllister as a player, Bowen as the season objective, McCabe as an SBC, objective for Douglas Luiz, Gabriel White, fair enough, Dewsbury Hall, Dreyer, and also Hernandez. So, are they moments? Hold on, let's have a look. Not moments, but is that the plus? So if you're looking to improve your team, make sure you're heading over to lootbar.gg. They are the best and most reliable coin service you can find. Also with the best 24-hour manual customer service that you physically cannot find anywhere else. But before finishing on lootbar.gg, make sure you are using the code JT11, 8% off your first ever transaction, and then 5% off every time after that. Once you've gone through the payment, you'll be able to get your coins within the next 24 hours, absolutely guaranteed. Also with the code, you'll be able to get 5% more coins on every transaction. Make sure you do click the link either in the description or down in the comment section below. I assume they're plus. I can't remember what plus was. I don't know if that's just the minor leagues, I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure. So who is the best option? That's kind of what we've got to run down to. So we've got 2 objectives that we can go with. They're not bad options, to be honest. Then you've obviously got Watkins as it goes into a 94. It's the highest rated that you can go with currently. And obviously with this evolution, there will be, when we go to the Bundesliga, I can imagine it will carry over. So as soon as that's out, we could evolve somebody as well. Alvarez isn't a bad shout for an evolution. Just if you are putting him, if you've already got him done, then you might as well look at him if you haven't got a Watkins in your club at the moment. I would probably say that wouldn't be the bad shot. Can we see the evolved yet? Okay, we can do. So we can see the 94. So if we look at them, we go in, because we only get +1s on everything. So it's not going to make a great deal of difference. It's just nice to have an extra rating on somebody. So Watkins obviously gets 94, 91, 89, a bit more dribbling and passing, which is always nice for him. Out of them cards, my favourite would probably be Watkins, to be honest. I do like Douglas Luiz. I think it's a fantastic objective, but there's so many centre mids, it's unbelievable. And to be honest, you could say the same for most positions. Ben White wouldn't be a bad shout as well. What I am interested in is, when do we get the foot whiz? Okay, so Watkins, Alvarez, McAllister. So it's pretty much just the highest rated, basically, which makes sense. That does make sense to obviously do that. If you wanted to go with the Watkins, it's really cheap to get an easy 94 in your club. That's definitely not the worst shout you can go with. Just thinking who's going to be the most, the best option for you, because I wasn't a massive fan of Alvarez. Just straight off the bat, I don't think a +1 is really going to change that much for him. I did like Watkins, but I don't know if that's purely price point, because he is so cheap to get into this. McAllister was a little bit underwhelming. He was decent, but I'd probably just go over Douglas Luiz if you're going for that, because at least you don't have to pay for him at all, if you've not packed him, obviously. Ben White, never been a bad shout for a right back, but again, I think there's going to be so many decent ones out there. I guarantee if you do Ben White right now, you'll get Frimpong in the next team, so that already takes him out of the question. So I think for me, I might just go for the highest rated out of this. I think Watkins would be my shout. Same with Gabriel. Not a bad shout, but he will be overtaken very, very quickly. Even with them play star pluses, I just guarantee there's going to be somebody better. So for me, I'm going to say Watkins. He's definitely coming in as the better shout in my opinion. And obviously you have got, all dependent on if you've done any of these, if you've done the moment of truth, the live upgrade, whether you need that specific position. This is going to be perfect because now we know what we're going to get in the future. This is series 1 of it. There's going to be more, I guarantee. This isn't going to be the only one, so I guarantee we'll get more of these at some point. So it will be very interesting to see where these upgrades go. And you can just leave it. You don't actually have to do it. Say in the Bundesliga, if we get 2 really good options, I can imagine we'll get 1 a week just for each team of the season. So holding it might not be a bad option. That definitely could be the next sort of thing. If you don't like any of these options, which I think it's fine to say there's not necessarily a massive standout. I feel like we'd all choose Watkins purely on the basis that he's the highest rated. So I would possibly either do Watkins, in my opinion, for the 94, or I would probably leave it and see if there's another double option in Bundesliga. Failing that, if there isn't an option, then obviously we can just come back to the Prem. Watkins is most definitely not going to drive up in price. Alvarez, I would complete anyway, and just to get him in the club, to be honest. A 92, there could be a better evolution once we pass team of the season that makes him into like a 95 or 96. Maybe we see an extra playstyle plus in footies. I don't know. But that's going to be my take. Let me know down below if you're going to use any, and how many team of the seasons do you have in your club? Let me know and check the videos on screen right now.